Let's talk about 3 receivers entering their sophomore year who are primed for a breakout. First up on our list, Alec Pierce of the Indianapolis Colts. Pierce finished his rookie season pretty strong, having had 41 grabs for 593 yards and a couple of scores. This is especially impressive because he had to deal with a really shaky quarterback situation all year round, having to catch passes from Matt Ryan, Nick Foles, and even Sam Ehlinger at one point. I think this year, with the Colts fully committed to Anthony Richardson, should really allow Pierce to dig his heels in and build rapport with one quarterback. At 6'3", 210 pounds, he profiles as an X receiver, so if Michael Pittman were to ever miss time or be limited, he would definitely slide into that role. I think what also helps Pierce is the fact that Paris Campbell isn't on the team anymore. And Campbell had 92 targets last year, and I highly doubt Isaiah McKenzie's going to soak up most of those. If anything, most of that work should go Pierce's way. I think Pierce has a great chance to improve his touchdown numbers at the very least, given his size. We should see him in most 2 receiver sets and in almost all red zone packages. While he's not able to run a full route tree just yet, he's definitely a gamer and has demonstrated the ability to make contested catches. He's not currently being drafted, but I would strongly consider doing so at the end of your drafts if you're looking to take a chance on someone that's going to probably settle in as a weekly low-end WR2 with WR1 upside if Pittman misses time like I mentioned. Up at number 2, George Pickens. I think we all better get used to hearing about the Pickett to Pickens connection. I think Pickens is primed for a breakout. He played 882 snaps last year, good for the 21st most in the league. That's ahead of guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle, and even Stephon Diggs. What that tells me is that the Steelers want him on the field, and he's going to play a ton this year. And also, let's not forget about Deontay Johnson, Mr. I can't score touchdowns. He didn't manage to get one last year, and Johnson is really a short-yarded specialist. Pat Freiermuth does most of his damage over the middle, leaving Pickens the ability to really do some damage outside of the numbers. I think Pickens is going to overtake Johnson on the depth chart pretty quickly this year, and I think his ability to really make long catches, he averaged 15.4 per catch last year, good for 8th best in the league, is only going to help his cause. What also helps is the fact that Najee Harris has basically settled into being a plotter, and I think as much as the Steelers would like to commit to the run, they're just not going to be able to. I think Pickens is going to be relied on heavily. He's going to be on the field heavily, and we're going to see him make those highlight reel grabs we saw last year all year round. At 6'3", about 200 pounds, I think he's going to definitely improve his touchdown numbers. Last year he had 4 through the air and 1 on the ground, and I think he'll easily go over 1,000 yards. He's currently being drafted around the 8th round, and I think that's a steal for someone that may settle in as a low-end WR1. I have a lot of faith in the Steelers' ability to draft and develop receivers. They've done it time and time again with Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown, even Deontay Johnson, and I think Pickens is no different. Topping our list, Johann Dotson. Johann Dotson was a touchdown machine last year, having scored 7 of them on only 31 catches. He also chipped in 523 yards, and that's especially impressive because he only played in 12 games. He missed 5 due to hamstring. Let's not forget his quarterback situation. He had Sam Howell, Taylor Heineke, and even Carson Wentz throwing him the ball at different points. I think this year, if Howell can keep the job and Dotson can avoid the injury bug, then he should definitely get close to 10 touchdowns. I also really like the fact that Terry McLaurin's on the other side taking away attention. I think Dotson is primed for a breakout. He's being drafted in the 8th round right now, and that's a steal for someone that truly has WR1 upside. Those are 3 sophomore receivers I think are primed for a breakout. Please subscribe and leave your thoughts on who you think is going to break out in the comments below.